folks, I have outdone myself this time. The story is, I was browsing the free section, trolling the free section, really, of the local classifieds, and happened to see a listing for 4 computers for free. All it said, it gave a postal code, 4 computers with a picture of them on the curb, a couple pictures of them on the curb, and I don't remember the exact wording of the ad. 4 computers, don't know if they work, no holds, come and get them, something similar. And I didn't think they were going to answer to the ad. So normally I'll respond, but I've had a lot of issues with people not answering me and then deleting the ad because somebody else picks it up. So in the case of free stuff, I usually just don't bother anymore, unless it's explicit that I should. So I just grabbed the postal code, grabbed the phone, grabbed the keys, and left. And amazingly, they were still there. I mean, they're not anymore, because now they're in the back of my car. So yes, there's 4 machines in here. This is the only one out of all of them that is even remotely interesting, at least to me. Just because the design's kind of weird. It does not have onboard Ethernet. That's kind of surprising to see. But we'll take a look at that here in a minute. So 2 generic white boxes. They both kind of look like they've been through World War II or something. This one is kind of cheap and flimsy. One of these cases when they really started to go downhill. I think that's a compact back there, but I don't know. It might be an HP. Again, whoever owned these really just was not too concerned about keeping them clean. And then that is an HP with an Athlon 64 in it. Might not even be dual core. Let's take a look at that one first. Okay, let's take a look. What is this thing? Well, first of all, I did note the optical drive is in there upside down, which is kind of funny. This is a DC 5750S. A6435, so probably a 3500 plus. No idea what that's supposed to mean right there. 4K US. Let's see if we can get this cover off. What's inside? What did they leave me? Ah, bloated capacitors. They did leave me the memory, though. So that's neat. Again, it's pretty dirty. There's a SATA cable. I'm not sure what it goes to. This, like I said, this is in here upside down. I don't know if I can actually get it out. I'm going to try. Oh, come on. Okay, well, that's out of there. Looks like a Toshiba Samsung drive. Nothing special. It is serial ATA. This thing smells like perfume. So that's good. No hard drive. They've shorted me that. Again, not that I'm terrifically surprised to see that. What I am surprised to see is the memory. For free. You know, what do you want for nothing? But, I think this is probably just an open and shut basket case. Look at all the blown caps. But, there's probably some parts in here that are useful to somebody. That power supply probably works just fine. The optical drive, probably works just fine. Some SATA cables, an Athlon 64, 3500 plus, in all likelihood. So, I'll plug it in and see what happens. Because might as well, it's on video. Alright, contestant number 1's here. Put the cover back on because, like I said, this thing smells like flowery perfume. Number 1, I don't want it blowing up in my face. Number 2, I don't want it blowing flowery perfume into my face. So, I did notice it's got DVI. Kind of interesting. So let's see if it does anything. Oh, I haven't done anything yet. Oh, got something. I got a mosquito trying to bite me. No video, though. Unless it's on DVI. No. No video. So, definitely got a problem. I don't know where the problem would be. And I don't know how I'm going to investigate it. The cover is not totally on. Oh, optical drive is stuck. I don't know if that's worth messing with. Well, I did get an acknowledgement of life. It's complaining that there's no memory installed. Which is good, because there's no memory installed. Alright, you can be quiet now. So, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it's in the wrong slots. Oh, God. That was a mistake. Oh, man. What a dirty piece of crap. I'll try putting a memory module back in. I don't think it's gonna make any difference. The good news is that this is 2 gigs of PC250-300. Not bad for nothing. Looks like the answer to that is no. So the problem is elsewhere. So, I'm gonna take this thing off of here. I'm just gonna part it out. It's pretty worthless anyway. So, good pieces. Let me move on to something else, though. Okay, let's take a look at this. It is a compact. Presario 6000. Pentium 4 inside. So, probably doesn't work either. It's missing the little thing there for the floppy drive. But it's also got 2 optical drives. There's a thing here on the side. Smoking sucks. That's funny. I might just leave that there. Or maybe not, because now I won't stick back to it. Here's a more accurate representation of what it is. I anticipate that it's missing the hard drive, because that looks like a dangling ribbon cable right there. But, again, not for nothing. It's got a video card in it. And a wireless card. So, even if it doesn't work, like I said, it's still worth something. So let's pull out this really stupid looking screw. I don't know what the deal is with that, but what do we got going on in this rickety pile of scrap metal? Oh my God. Well, like the other one, they weren't too burdened with keeping it clean, obviously. I think I'm missing the hard drive cage, because I would have thought, and well, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it would go up there above that little empty thing. Are all the caps good? Well, I'll be an Unky's Munkle. It looks like all of the capacitors are good in this. And it's got some memory. Not much, but something's better than nothing. Socket 478, high pro power supply, 250 watts. So again, might be salvageable. Okay, let's see if it blows up. Something just happened. Was it a good thing? Aha! This one works. Hopefully. Does it work? I don't know. Please don't explode. That'd be great. Entering setup. Cool. Not bad. Hopefully it'll actually enter setup. Man, it's taking a long time to post. Hard drive light is on. Probably because it's looking for a hard drive that it's not going to find. Oh, would you look at that? I have somebody's mixtape. Okay, wonder if that's any good. Didn't really see that coming. That one's empty. They both eject. Computer itself is doing nothing over here. So I don't know. I don't know if it locked up solid or what. So unreliable. But has potential, I suppose. I don't know if it's going to do anything any further or what. Seems like it's waiting for a hard drive. I wonder if the optical drives are jumpered completely incorrectly, and that's why it's behaving the way it's behaving. I don't know. But it's only a Pentium 4. I don't know how much effort I want to put into it. Probably another one that I just end up stripping for parts. This doesn't seem like it wants to work. Just too bad, because it's so close. But yet so far. So, yeah, I think that that's probably a lost cause. Maybe I'll revisit it in a future video. But for the time being, I'm on a tight timeline. I don't want to mess too much with junk. I want to get on with the good stuff. Of course, having said that, let's not kid ourselves. All of these are junk. Including this. This is another one of those generic cases. There is not even a brand name on this thing anywhere. This is broken. That's typical. This is popped loose. CD-RW drive. If that works, that's pretty good. For vintage computers. There's a screw in the cover, so I can't quite get it open. Yeah, look at that power supply. Looks like cheap junk. Just like the rest of this. Cheap junk. Wow. So, let me get a screwdriver. Somebody did a number on the case. Let me see if I can find a screwdriver. I mean, I've got a screwdriver right there, but I don't want to change the bit on that. So, I'll grab this one. Hope that hard drive isn't broken, because I need that for a computer. And I'm probably going to have to move this because... Come on. See if we can undo the screw on this. And... probably have the entire solar system's worth of dirt fall on top of me when I pull this cover off. Well, this one looks kind of clean on the outside. Again, it's pretty dirty. A little bit, but oh, this one's, that's not too bad. It's an MSI motherboard, AMD, probably decent. Missing hard drive, no surprise. Whose power supply is this piece of garbage? I can't even tell. It might be an Enermax, I don't know, but some cheap brand, no doubt. But, again, got memory. So let's plug it in and see if it works. Check out the rabbits. They were actually fighting a moment ago, and then they just stopped when they saw me. Not that I'm going to do anything to them. Anyway, this thing. I'm not even going to put the side cover back on, because I am feeling rather lazy, and it's already 8 o'clock. I didn't realize it was that late. It was 7:30 when I got home. I've already spent 30 minutes screwing around with these. It's amazing where the time goes. Hopefully I'm not covering the microphone. That's why I don't use a cell phone to do videos very often. Okay, bink. Now stand back. Lights flickered, so that's a good sign. Some lights. Camera action. Cool. Of course, there's a boot failure because there's nothing to boot to. Does this optical drive actually work? Yes, it does. So that's neat. Got some good parts here. This is another one, even though it probably works just fine, I'm just going to strip this thing. Because this case, man, is just complete crap. Alright, I want to get into setup. Please and thank you, because I want to see some information about this. What CPU do we have? Holy balls, the battery's good. I can't believe it. Will it tell me what CPU we've got? I don't know. Advanced chipset. Nope. Integrated peripherals. Power management. It's in cell menu. 1600 megahertz. It probably would tell me on the BIOS splash screen. But it goes by so freaking fast that you can't actually see anything. 32 degrees. That's not bad considering it's basically 30 outside. Let's see if I can get it to pause. Oh, crap. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can get to it fast enough. Doesn't even really say anything about the chip that's installed. So, I guess an operating system would be needed for that. But hey, at least one of them works, I guess. So, probably be good. That's a micro ATX motherboard. Just pull that out and throw that into some random thing, I don't know. Could really go anywhere. I've got a bunch of cases sitting around that it would probably go well in. Okay, enough of this. Let's go look at the last one. Yeah, this is the one that I'm sure we're all here for. BMC Systems. It's just some random system builder. This is a little bit messed up. Oh, looks like somebody spilled their coffee on it or something. A couple of interesting looking optical drives. 52 speed CD-ROM on the bottom there. And what looks like maybe a 16 speed RW. Again, that's not too bad. It's kind of a weird design. Indicative of the time where it came from, to be quite honest. The side-mounted power supply like that. But this looks like a full-size ATX board, which is odd to see. It's got a sound card, even though it doesn't need it. It's got onboard audio. There's a modem. There's Ethernet, which I guess was an option on this board that it doesn't have. 2 serial ports. Let's see what's inside. If I can get the cover off. Okay. Well, still no hard drive. Not surprising. And I hope this isn't one of those special power supplies. That is a socket 370? I can't read it. I don't know. I don't think it's socket 7. It certainly doesn't really have any ISA. What does that say? AZ11E? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. Does still have memory. So, again, we'll power it up, see if it does anything. Okay, corrections. Because somebody will do it in the comments. If I don't, and they'll probably do it in the comments anyway. This is an AZ11E motherboard in here. I was right about that. But it's not ASUS, it's FIC. And it is not socket 370. It is socket A, or socket 462 as it's actually known. Just flick the power on. The lights did not dim, that's not a good sign. That is also not a very good sign. Well, I'm not convinced that this works, as found. That popping noise was a little bit concerning. Okay, pulled out the power supply that was in there. Here it is. ATX switching power supply by Young Year Electronics. 250 watt. So at least it's moderately honestly specified. Still kind of a featherweight piece of crap though. Look at the gauge on those wires. And I've seen worse than that, but that's not good. It reminds me of those power supplies, those Ilsans that they were putting in the machines back in the day. This optical drive on the bottom wasn't even hooked up at all, which explains why it wasn't getting power. There's a rabbit in here. No, you don't. Get out of here. Scared the crap out of me, too. I was wondering what was making that noise. There's been bears afoot, so I'd really rather not run into one of those. Anyway. I've got both optical drives are plugged in. I'm not worrying about the floppy drive. There's nothing in that, so I don't care. At least I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing in that, so who cares? And I got the motherboard plugged in. I don't think it needs a P4 because it didn't have one before. So we'll give it juice one more time. See if it does anything different. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. Cool. Delete to get into setup. That's what I want. That fan sounds like crap. I'm not even convinced it's working. Those optical drives also sounded really bad, but do they eject? No one ejects at least. I don't think it was that one that sounded so bad. Yeah, that one's stuck. Nothing in it anyway. Yeah, that one is junk. Oh, bad. Okay. So, PC health status. What do we got here? 51 degrees on the CPU. That fan is not spinning at almost 4,000 RPM. There is no freaking way. So, good that the tachometer lies. Let me see. Can I get some information about the actual board? Not the board, but the chips in here. BIOS Guardian enabled. I don't know what that means. It just beeped at me. I want to see what the CPU is. Doggone it. First main board from FIC. Pause. What do we got? Oh, nothing interesting there. Doesn't tell me anything. So that sucks. I have no idea what chip's in there. I'm going to have to install an operating system and find out that way. So that's going to end that. So, what I'll probably end up doing, I'll keep this. I might actually just toss this case, because this case is just pretty nasty. Kind of cool, though, that it actually works. That motherboard can go into one of the other myriad of cases that I've got sitting around. And it might be the only one of the 4 that I end up keeping. Obviously, that HP down there is completely worthless. Doesn't work. Strip that for parts. This I might flip. I'm kind of on the fence about flipping this one, too. I don't know. I mean, it would probably clean up nicely. Somebody might be able to get some use out of it, but that somebody is not me. So, there you go. 4 free computers. Were any of them worth it? Oh. That was off. So, you be the judge on this video. Really, they're all basically basket cases. This is the only one that's actually worth investing any time in. And even that I'm just going to strip it and probably throw it. Like I said, I'm going to probably just toss this case. Because it looks cool. It really does. But it's, I don't know if I want to put the effort in to clean it. Because it looks like it's seen some stuff. We'll leave it at that.